I survived 100 days as a creeper in Minecraft. Although I might look like an ordinary creeper, I was far from it. I'm the only creeper in Minecraft that uses custom TNT. And that's not all. When Minecraft Steve comes along and threatens to end this video early, I have to go OP Creeper and take him down before it's too late. Do I have what it takes to be Minecraft's only OP Creeper? Stay tuned to find out. Day 1 as a creeper in Minecraft, and I'm this adorable little one right here. I know what you're all thinking. Great, not another 100-day survival video. But guys, believe me, this one hits different, so sit back and enjoy. Anyway, this is me, and this is my village. My dad says being a creeper is easy. During the days, you patrol the caves, once you've your homework finished, of course. And during the nighttime, you stroll around the local villagers, scaring the long-nosed people who live there. And try to avoid the big iron fella. He packs quite the punch. The only problem a creeper has is its temper. Yikes! You see, once a creeper loses its temper and explodes, it never comes back. That's right, it's dead. Gone! Kaboosh! Zilch! Creepers also attend school, just like every single baby mob in Minecraft. Bet you didn't know that. Here we learn all the basics. Maths, languages, explosives, you know, the same as you guys. But my favorite class is science. Oh man, do I love science. In fact, I love it that much, I'd rather play with gunpowder than these stinking kids. Bunch of jerks. So I decided to take some alone time and ditch school for a few days so I could concentrate on making my newest experiment. I call it TNT! Ever since I found out that I can explode, but if I do, I'm dead, I've been thinking of ways to get the same result without having to blow myself up. So in theory, this should work. 3, 2, 1, wow! It totally worked. Wait until my parents see this. I brought my dad over to see it, and he was not amused.
So you're telling me you did this and you didn't even explode?
Yes, I made something and it exploded instead. Dad, this is an innovation. Now we won't have to die. We can make explosions and we don't have to die. Do you get it?
What?
Do you understand?
We will be a laughingstock if the other creepers in our village found out that you were making explosives and not exploding yourself. That's our entire purpose. I forbid you. Do you hear me, Missy? Forbid you from making any more TNT in the future ever again.
But Dad, seriously? I don't want to have to die.
No, I'll have no word of it. If the other villagers knew that you were here playing with explosives and getting rid of our whole purpose, if a creeper doesn't explode, what good is it? Huh? Where does it fit? It doesn't. I forbid you.
As you guys can see, day 6 and I've already been grounded. So lame, am I right? But what my dad doesn't know is that I built this. It's a secret tunnel under my room that brings me down into a cave below our village. All I wanted to do was show my dad what I could do. You know, like make him proud. Maybe then he would realize that a creeper that can make its own TNT is actually a great thing and nothing to be ashamed about. So once I got back to my house, I made some mob TNT. Then I put 2 of them together along with a normal TNT to make a color bomb TNT. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. And the best part is it won't hurt anyone. It's harmless. I waited for my dad to get home and then I asked him to follow me. We went to the edge of town and I placed down my TNT. At first, my dad was not happy, but I begged him to let me show him what I can do. I lit the TNT. All this thing should do is change 1 or 2. Oh, God! Oh, wow. This is bad. This was very bad. My entire village was now different colors. Needless to say, my dad was furious. I messed up big time, guys. So bad that the village mayor completely lost it and exploded my house. I didn't wait around to see if my dad was gonna kill me, so I packed my things and I ran away from home. I spent the next few days walking through different biomes. I didn't know where exactly I was walking to, but it didn't really matter as long as it was far away from my old village. But by day 11, my poor little creeper feet were killing me, so I decided to find somewhere to sleep inside this cave. Eventually, I found this little dead end, and I decided this would be the perfect spot for me to sleep for the night. The only problem was, I was not alone! I could feel someone watching me. Hello? Is anybody there? Dad? Teacher? John? Wait, I don't know any Johns. I turned to head back, and there it stood, a 10-foot tall ghost! Ah! I tried to run away, but I was blocked by this gravel wall. I placed down some TNT and blew a hole big enough for me to get through. I managed to make it out of the cave, but that ghost was right on my tail. He didn't hurt me. In fact, he didn't even try to hurt me. Maybe he was a friendly ghost, like Casper. I got a little closer, and once the sunlight hit him, I realized he was an Enderman. Wow! I was being a complete scaredy cat. I introduced myself, and so did he. His name was Eddie. So then the whole village blew up and turned a million different colors. And everyone was really angry at me, so I had to leave.
Wow! That sounds super cool! I mean, if I could make super cool TNTs like this and change everything into different colors, I would do it all the time, but I feel really bad for you. I mean, if you've left your village and your dad and stuff, you have nowhere to live anymore. That's really sad.
Yeah, I mean, they don't understand. I don't want to have to be like a creeper that explodes. I want to do explosions without dying.
Yeah, I get it. It'd be like every time I ender pearl somewhere, like you know, when I went over there, or if I went over here, I die. That would suck. Look,
Right?
no one should feel bad about who they are, okay? You are who you are in this world.
Okay, if you say so, but I have nowhere to stay and no friends.
Wait, you got a friend in me, okay? Because a mob in need is a friend indeed. You can come and stay in my place, no problem.
After a short walk, we made it over to Eddie's house. It wasn't much, but it was a place I could call home for as long as I wanted. Let's fast forward 10 days, or in creeper years, 3 whole years. That's right, every 10 days in Minecraft, a creeper ages 3 full years. I was now fully grown, still living with my best pal Eddie, and still making one-of-a-kind TNTs with my big science brain. Run! That was so cool! Although it did do a small bit of damage. Everything was about to change on day 23 because you guys were gonna hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Go on, you know you want to. No, but for real, on day 23, we found this little desert village with a random little house on the outskirts. Eddie here thought it would be funny to put a little prank on these guys. So once it got a little later, we snuck closer to the center of the village. Then I placed down my newest TNT experiment, the really crappy TNT. What does it do, you might ask? It turns everything around it into poop! Look at those big-nosed idiots freaking out. Their village was now a big pile of poop. But our enjoyment was cut short when Eddie here was nearly hit by an arrow. I looked down and that's when I saw him. That's Minecraft Steve! Run! We bailed so fast out of there. Apart from exploding by mistake, Minecraft Steve was the only other thing a creeper needed to worry about. Any mob, really. Day 26, and we had made it to this crack in the forest. Eddie made it over easily, but I was stuck. Oh, and did I forget to mention, Minecraft Steve was still hot on our tail. Eddie came back over and dropped me his one and only ender pearl. I used it to make it over the crack to safety, and away from that mob-killing lunatic over there. Good riddance. By day 29, we had made it to a swamp, famous for slimes, witches, and no Minecraft Steves. We found a place that looked safe, deep inside the swamp, and after gathering some supplies, I put them together to make a house TNT block. I put it down, set it off, and just like that, we have a nice little house that we can both live in for now. See how great science is, guys? If you can figure out this Minecraft equation, leave the answer in the comment section below. Day 31, and we had decided to move on from our little house in the swamp to those big hills in the background. We figured by now that Minecraft Steve had moved on and we were no longer being hunted down. But boy, were we wrong. Day 32, and we arrived at the start of a snowy biome. This looked a little too cold for me, so we decided to turn back and head into the forest again. But just as we headed into the forest, Minecraft Steve appeared! Without any warning, Eddie teleported away, leaving me on my own with Steve. I ran for my life, heading straight into the snowy white biome. It would be impossible for me to hide in here. As I was running away, I remembered some new TNT I was working on, Mobs TNT. I placed them down as I ran, spawning in random mobs to try and slow Minecraft Steve down. But somehow, he managed to make light work of each one. He's an animal! Ah! I managed to find this little cave, so I thought I might be able to lose him down here. Unfortunately, I took a wrong turn and ended up at this dead end. When I turned around, there he was. This was it for me. My 100 days were about to come to an end. At that moment, I spotted the gravel trap above my head. I placed down my last TNT on top of the titanium ore and I lit it. I ran to the corner to shelter myself from the explosion. And when I turned around, the gravel had fallen from above and hopefully killed Minecraft Steve under it. I dug through the gravel only to see not only that Minecraft Steve was alive, he just killed Eddie! No! I had no choice. I had to get out of here. I'm sorry, Eddie. I will never forget you. Day 33, and I managed to find my way out of the cave where Eddie was taken from me. I was lost and all alone. No family and no friends. I no longer had a purpose in life. That was until day 36, when I found this little hut. At first I thought nothing of it, until I saw him. Minecraft Steve. Looks like he set himself up in a new house like nothing even happened. All of a sudden, I realize I do have a purpose in life. I need to get my revenge for Eddie. Minecraft Steve must die! I started off by placing a little trap right outside his house with my new arrows TNT. I took up a hiding spot in the tree and then I waited for him to come outside. It didn't take long, and once he stepped on my trap, my arrows TNT exploded! Aw, come on! My trap didn't work. I guess I need to go bigger. I continued to follow Minecraft Steve while he searched for caves. He either wanted to find some ore or he was still looking for me. So I decided to help him out by using my new cave TNT. This thing had the power to create a cave rich with ores immediately. Then I just waited for Steve to find it and head inside. Once he was in my dead-end cave, I lined up some mob TNTs and I let them go. Go on, my pretties, go! Well, that sounded evil, didn't it? I watched as Steve made light work of the mobs again. Come on, who is this guy, Jackie Chan? I followed Steve to this open location. Looks like he'd set up camp for the evening. This would be a perfect place for me to try my 2 newest TNT creations. I chopped down this tree to get my 8th oak sapling. Then I surrounded my super TNT. I'll show you how to make that later. And I now had a forest TNT. My plan was to... Wait, let me just show you rather than talk about it. I lit the forest TNT and boom! Steve was now trapped in the middle of a dense forest. Then I went in a little bit and lit not 1, but 2 fire TNTs. Then I ran like the wind. And before I knew it, the entire forest was engulfed with flames. There was no way he was making it out of there. I got to a safe location and I watched the forest burn. That one was for you, Eddie. Minecraft Steve got what he deserved. Day 61, and again, I was back on the adventure of life. I really missed Eddie, but I knew I had done right by him and that felt good. What I didn't realize was Minecraft Steve was still alive. He managed to hide in a little underground bunker he built until the fire had burnt out. And our paths were destined to cross again. On day 62, I was taking a nice little creeper bath. It's like a normal bath, but for creepers. When I spotted a llama. How cute is he? I went over to him to check him out when the stupid thing spit at me. He did it again and again, and finally I had enough. I placed a little TNT right behind him and I watched it go boom! I went over to see the damage when I spotted something in the forest. What was it? I went in for a closer look when I spotted Steve! He was alive, and now he's investigating the explosion I just made. I needed to get out of here, and quietly. If he catches me now, I was a goner. 3 or 4 days later, while climbing up this hill, an arrow barely missed my head. I turned around to see Minecraft Steve looking right at me. Oh gosh, this was not good. I managed to make it to the top, but my little creeper legs couldn't run as fast as his could, and now he was right on my tail. I had no choice. I needed to try my new TNT, but I had no idea if it was gonna work or not. I placed it down, lit it, and hoped for the best. It worked! My all-new mob swarm TNT in all its glory. Now I could make my getaway while Steve battled his way through multiple mobs all at once. Good luck with that. I was making my retreat when a witch hit me with a random potion. What in the world? I felt sick, like something really bad was happening to me. I need to get out of here, fast. I managed to find a cave close by and I crawled inside to get some rest. I have no idea why that witch attacked me or even what kind of potion she hit me with, but I needed to sleep it off. The next day when I woke up, I ventured outside of the cave to see if I was in the clear, and so far, so good. I decided to head into the plains to find some food when I came across this chicken, and just as I was about to punch it, I fired out a potion just like a witch does. I tried it again and look, it's still there. I think I've somehow absorbed that witch's power as my own. Maybe that's why she attacked me. Not only can I explode, well, once, I can shoot potions all I want. Wait, what if it goes for every mob? I found a spider, set up my TNT, and once it died, I collected its experience. And just like that, I could climb anything just like a spider could! I found this Enderman chilling around the end of the cave, so I had to try again. Just like the spider, I collected the XP, and just like that, I could teleport wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. By day 70, I was beginning to feel unstoppable! But I knew I was still missing something. That one last thing that would help me bring Minecraft Steve down once and for all. With my new powers and abilities, I think it was time for me to become the most OP creeper ever seen! I wasted no time using my new abilities to destroy the end crystals. Then, I blitzed through the ender dragon. Sorry, Enda, but it's for the greater good. Then after I grabbed the dragon egg, I ate it! And now I'm the most powerful OP creeper ever seen in Minecraft! Time to kill Minecraft Steve! It didn't take me too long to find him, and this time I was not gonna back down. I surrounded his house with my new cluster TNTs. Then I shot a fireball right at his house. When he came out to investigate, I lit the first cluster TNT and then I took to the air. I watched as the TNT nearly crashed the world, leaving a huge pile of devastation below. But still, he managed to survive with his enchanted diamond armor. I was not giving up. I'm a flying, fire-breathing OP super creeper, and I was gonna kill him no matter what I had to do. He tried to hide in this little village where he thought the long-nosed people would keep him safe. So of course, I used my new lightning TNT to turn all those long noses into witches. He soon had no place to hide, not with all these witches hunting for his head. At this point, I was just playing with him, using my new crack TNT to form large cracks in the world's surface, trapping him from running away any further. By day 90, I had lost him into this thick forest, and my flying abilities have drained out. I needed to find somewhere to rest for now. On day 91, the craziest thing ever happened. I climbed out of the cave I used to rest up in, and I stumbled across this village. At first glance, it looked like any normal village, but then I spotted a family of creepers. I couldn't believe it. It was a creeper village. And there was my dad. Dad? Dad, is that you? Oh my goodness!
Whoa! Look at the size of you! You're ginormous!
I know! I became an OP creeper!
Whoa! Look, I'm sorry for giving out to you that time you blew up our whole village and turned it all colourful. You know what? It was lovely. But, you know, the mayor, when he blew up, I just got angry. But you're more than welcome, and I hope you can stay. I've really missed you. Where have you been?
Oh, well, I accept your apology. That's really sweet, and I forgive you. And, I've kind of been, well, everywhere, as you can see. A lot of things have happened, but you know what, Dad? Seeing you and seeing all the old people from our village, I'd really like to come back home.
You mean it? Because if you really mean it, of course you can stay. We'd love to have you.
Oh, amazing! It was back to an honest creeper life for me, farming with my dad. I was even asked to speak to the creeper kids who have similar dreams of being an OP creeper just like me. It was good to be back. My days of fighting and revenge are over. It's day 100, and I was checking up on my beehive. Oh, baby, that thing looks full to the brim. I went to head back to my house to get some bottles for the honey when something hit me. I turned to see Minecraft Steve looking right at me. How did he find me? What was he gonna do? I couldn't wait to find out, so I attacked, but he was just too quick for me. He seemed to have got his hands on a few ender pearls. Very clever. To be honest, he isn't really a big threat anymore, so I decided to walk away. He hit me from behind again, and when I turned around, he had something in his hand. He placed it down and, oh my gosh, that was the black hole TNT! It was my greatest creation. He must have took it from my bedroom. Okay, calm down, Steve. You have no idea what that thing can do. No, don't do it! No! 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 He lit the TNT, so now all I could do was wait! This is all that was left. Nothing apart from bedrock. He had nuked my entire map, sending it back into a black hole and leaving nothing but me alive. Wait a second! How are you still alive? That's it! I've had enough! Ah!